Good morning, good evening and good day from wherever you're watching, and thanks for joining me on this episode, which is quite different to anything I've done before. I've just packed, ready for a few days away up into the Gold Coast, and I have been invited by Indian Australia to ride with other press people. I've been invited to ride the new Scout that's being launched. I don't know anything about it. I haven't really read much about it. Oddly enough, I know I'm a motorbike rider, but I don't watch a lot of motorbike reviews and things like that. You know, spoiler alert warning, I'm not a technical person. So if you want all the technical deets, maybe you're not going to get them from me, but we'll see. Or maybe I'll interview someone that can talk about them. I just know that if I like the bike or not. Now, I'm a cruiser rider. I have ridden Scouts before. They're great. They're responsive. They're fast. I like a big old girl, a heavy cruiser thing that's solid, and I float along the road. Where the Scouts, the ones I've ridden, because they're so light to what I'm used to, I tend to sort of I'm there prepared to ride a big heavy bike, so I start off with that in my mind, and then I've got to calm down a bit. So it's going to be a bit of a different review than what a normal bike review would be. So let's go and enjoy the whole experience together. I have Airbnb coming into my apartment, so while I'm away, welcome gift pack for their American people coming in, all the Aussie little snacks. So the bin downstairs, and look what's been thrown away. I'm not saying anything, but someone threw him away in the bin. I love faces and heads. So maybe he can just go there. I mean, that's not going to last there. There you go. This looks like a good read. It's not first class. It's close though. Well, have landed, and it is a cloudless, beautiful day here on the Gold Coast. Let's get a cab to the place where I'm staying, which is at the Royal Pines. It's probably about half an hour away, I think. The highway here can be a bit hectic. Okay, we're here at the Royal Pines, and I see some Scouts over there. I'll check in. I've never been here before. Interesting thing here, about 45 minutes from Gold Coast Airport, there is absolutely no public transport here to get to this place. Nothing. The only way to get here is Uber or cab. Unbelievable. Oh, flash pool down there. Bit cold to be swimming. Okay, let's set up, do some work, and find out what else is happening. I'm up on the 21st floor because tonight is the dinner for the dealers, but I've been invited to that because they probably felt sorry for me. So I'm going up to that dinner, but the other main dinner's tomorrow night. So let's go, shall we? I'm sitting between the Fitzroy boys, here and here. My Melbourne mates, these guys did my last service actually.
We did a good job.
Good job, good job. Oh my God, food's been amazing. Just got to think, where the fuck am I going? Okay. But tomorrow is going to be amazing, a little bit intimidating, but amazing. Talking about the experience and how the ride is and things like that. If you want to know more technical details about these bikes, Google it. There's going to be plenty of people that are going to be talking about it. You don't need to hear it from someone that doesn't really know what they're talking about, because that's bullshit. Well, good morning. It is the second day, or Thursday, and this is the ride day. It's going to be a big day. The dealers only did about a 2 or 3 hour ride yesterday. Today we won't be back till 4 o'clock, so it's a full-on day. But I do get to ride every model of the Scouts. Look. Hello, how you doing? Good to see you again.
Going all right.
Yeah, my gift bag.
Thank you for coming.
Oh, pens and stuff. Oh, football.
Good morning.
Hello, Glenn, how are you? Hello, Glenn. Like a little wooden plaque. Isn't that lovely? Your history. Nice. One that everyone has been raving about from the dealership ride yesterday. They go, this is the most amazing one. And that's the 101 there. Then you've got the Bobber. Then you've got the Sport Scout. Then you've got the Super Scout. Then you've got the Classic. Indian war bonnets on the etching. Oh, that's good. Now, what one's this one, Glenn?
Bobber.
This is the Bobber. Now, just back on that one, that is the...
Super.
That's the Super, and it comes standard with the windshield, the bags, the two-up seat, all that beautiful chrome. It looks...
Yep, and the chrome rocket covers.
And these are 1250cc.
They are.
Yeah, I've got to get used to this idea, but
they can reverse. So you
yeah,
can reverse mirrors upwards.
of course, yeah.
Now,
But they look cool like that.
with this one here's the Classic.
This is the Classic, and of course it looks classic.
It's Classic.
Yeah. Here we have the Sport.
So
I love the blacked out look.
Yep. So it is all sports, all blacked out. This has been accessorised with the bags.
Okay, so this is the extra stuff that you would get.
Correct.
And also this is the tech level.
Tech
101 is the only one I've got to talk to you about
It is,
now.
yes.
Now let's go and have a look at this. Because everyone's raving about this 101. And it's being, look, it looks good. It looks great.
Yeah. So each of the 101 has got the Brembo twin disc front end,
Yep.
the inverted forks.
We're going to have a presentation now where I will learn a lot more, and I'll come back and I'll talk like I know what I'm talking about. Is that right, Glenn?
Good, Chris.
That's me. There you go. And you got new merch.
New merch as well. Got the blue.
Oh, the blue looks nice. This is my favourite. This is it. That's nice. Okay, thank you, Glenn. Glenn's been very helpful. I've got that out of the way now. I don't have to hassle anyone anymore. I've met the lovely Grant. Now, I put my foot in it last night because I didn't know who he was, but he's someone very bloody special. So, Grant, what's your role with Indian?
I'm the vice president of the international business.
Just minor.
Yeah,
Vice president.
I get to travel to all the fun places, which is really cool.
But you don't. Where do you live?
I live in Switzerland.
Lives
I'm
in
originally
Switzerland?
South African, but
Yes,
I live in Switzerland.
I detected the accent. Lives
Yeah.
in Switzerland, so pretty important sort of guy. So
I'm not sure. You'll be riding my favorite bike, which is a 101.
everyone's talking about the 101. And I do like a windscreen though, so I've got my eye on that one as well. Okay,
Fantastic.
Thank
Great.
you, Grant.
Thank you very
yeah,
much.
lovely to meet
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank
yeah,
you.
You too. Bye. To deliver 5 platform with 35 different models is not an easy thing to do. I mean, when you sit back and you think that any platform can cost you between 30 to 50 million US dollars, all the complexities that come along with that in terms of getting the design right through to regulation this day and age. There are footprints of Indian across the world and around the world with amazing stories to be told over that, that 100+ years. If you go back to 1903, when the first board tracker was presented in Daytona, every single one of those models has that typical Scout to S line. So if you want to modernize a bike, you have to respect the history.
So I just want to take you through the range and some of the pillars, and they were these 3: iconic American style, balance of power and control, and rider-centric technology.
Okay, well, I grabbed parts of the presentation, which was really interesting. I actually learned a lot. Moved me from, I was on the Classic, wasn't I? I'm not doing that one now. What is this one?
Correct. This is the 101.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I'm starting on the 101.
That's all right.
I've got the 101. I've got the one that everyone's talking about. The difference is it's a much longer reach, it's very low and it's very light. The engine's very hot. I've already sort of tagged my leg on that. It's quite different. So they just asked us if we were okay with lane splitting. I am on this bike, I don't do it on Calamity. It's way too fat. Right, well it's very different, but it's sort of easy, it's so light. It's just getting used to the fact that my feet hit the ground a lot sooner. I'm leaving the 101 and I'm now going to this one. The biggest difference with that one is my arms were stretched out a lot more and I leant forward, so I'm feeling much different muscles on my arms and my back.
It's called the Super Scout.
The Super Scout.
Work the cruise control and everything?
Oh, I won't be using cruise control.
Oh, okay, because if you want it, you just...
Right. Oh, this is much more cruisier.
Yeah, that's what I thought you'd be better.
Yeah.
I've seen you shaking your arm.
Well, we've stopped here in the cane fields. I don't want to get off this one. I feel right at home on this Super Scout. Okay, here we're doing these loops around to get photographs and videos of each of us on a bike, so it's just up and down a bit. Lots of gravel and turning stuff, so but easy on these bikes.
Yeah, jump on this one, do whatever you like.
This one? And what is this one, boys?
It's a Scout Bobber.
A Scout Bobber.
Slam. That's really nice to ride.
I love this paint. This is beautiful.
It's a beautiful.
Okay, so I'm going to take this one. So I've done now the 101. I've done the Scout, the
Super
Scout.
And this is the Scout Bobber.
Scout Bobber.
Scout Bobber, but it's got mid controls for foot pegs and flat drag bars on it.
I know, it's very weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, my knees are up against my bloody chest. I'm going to park it. This one's interesting.
Mid controls and flat bars.
Yeah, this one's interesting. Not,
Yes.
not my style.
No, we accessorised it, so we put
Yeah.
mid controls because a lot of women find if they're short in the leg,
Yeah,
the
that-
front
too
controls
far.
are too far.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd put mids on, but then they changed the bars as well.
So-
which they probably could have
So
done
that's the
last.
bobber with adjustments.
Mid-controls.
Mid-controls.
Flat bars, and we've got Fox shocks on it
Right,
as well.
so I've done that one. I've done the other bobber. This is the classic and I like it. I like this one. Feels good. We're off now to the coffee stop. I've ridden 4 of the bikes. There's still the sports to go, which I'll get in a minute. We're here now. We're going across around the Russ Hins Dam.
Yeah.
And they've done a great plan. Right, we're all getting ready. This is a cool little place, Chillingham.
Doing the same thing again, multiple passes.
Look at that view. Okay, let's go down that mountain again, shall we? Oh, that view's amazing. Okay, I'm not sure where we're going, but we're keeping going. The state border of Queensland. It's about to go along here. I'm just going to show you the side. Beautiful riding around here. Most important part of the day. What's a girl to do while she waits? I am the only female on this expedition. Been overtaken quite a few times. I am known as the world's not so fastest Indian. We've still been travelling at a fair speed. Of course not going over the speed limit much. Good job I put that lipstick on. Well, we're here for lunch at the Gold Coast Motor Museum. All right, so that's it in there. Wow. Beautiful, nicely done. So my last bike for today is the Scout Sport. Which is that. And then I've done them all. I'm a huge fan of the Sport, only because I'm leaning forward. It's a little bit uncomfortable for me. So we're just doing this thing again where we ride around and get pictures. And it's the end of the day and we're heading back, I would imagine. There's no way I could be doing all this tight manoeuvring on the cheap. This Sports Scout has been in sports mode. I've just switched it to standard. See if that makes much of a difference. I did notice a little bit of a difference, obviously, from the last one. We've just all congregated here. We've done about that 4 times now, so get pictures. let's do the reviews now. Coming in at number 5 is the Scout, this Scout bobber. And the reason it's still fabulous, I mean, it looks good, it just doesn't feel right for me. And these mid controls, I feel like my knees are up, and I already put my knees up enough in life. And this leaning forward was just not my position that I'm comfortable with, but it looks sweet, that's for sure. 4 is going to be controversial, I think. Number 4 is going to be, this goes against the grain, this goes against what everyone's been saying. Number 4 is the 101 for me. This is the 101. To be fair, I only rode this really on the highway stretch and lane filtering, so I never gave it a good run. But it's too a longer reach for me, and I'm leaning too far over, so I felt it in the back and the arms. Again, look, it was beautiful, and I need to give it a better run, probably. 3 on the list is going to be Sport. More my style, I liked it. The controls are good, everything about this is really quite good. And I mean, 1, 2 and 3 are so close in my book. But this is number 3, the Scout Sport. I love this bobber. I love the bobber, it was comfortable, everything was good about it. A bit of a reach, but I like it. And I love the detail. Top 2 is the Classic, the Scout Classic. Not only does the colour look beautiful, it rides beautiful, and I prefer the mirrors up here. I'm not a big fan of those down mirrors. I know you can flip them back up, but I love the Scout Classic. And the number 1 Scout for me, Super Scout, which is over here, the Super Scout. And it just suits my style a lot better. I feel very comfortable with this. It felt like I could go some long distances on this one. Positioning of the arms, I've got the bend, that everything's perfect. So my choice, the winner, is the Super Scout. It's all very close in a way, but the difference between the bobber with the mid controls and, oh my God, I thought it bloody fell over then.
There it goes.
3, the bobber, normal, the Classic, and the Super Scout are the top 3 for me. And controversially, the 101 didn't quite make the cut. Still beautiful though. My cameraman here. Now, who do you write for again?
Australian Road Rider magazine.
There you go, Phil from Australian Road Rider magazine, and we'll go and meet some other riders as well that's been part of this press day. Yes. Glenn, come here. No. Glenn's telling me that he sort of agrees with my assumptions, but his idea was a good one. He likes the Super Scout as well, but he'd put the trim that the Super Scout's got, like the bags, the windscreen, on the Classic, because it's got the longer mudguard and a bit more comfortable, not so much stuff kicking up from the tyre. I think that's a valid point.
No, that's right.
But I love the look of the Classic. Like that.
Super Scout is the best all-rounder.
Yep.
But they're very customisable motorcycles.
They are.
And there's potential for the basic bike to be customised up to maybe being the best one of all.
Yes. See? We're all on the same page, and it's been a fabulous day.
Having said that, the 101 and the Sport are actually dynamically better, and if that's important to you, they're the better bike.
More of if you're a performance rider, I guess.
You're interested in dynamics.
Interested in dynamics, the 101, because by far everyone's saying that is the best bike. It's obviously that I'm still in the old, I'm just a bit of an old chug-along cruiser girl.
It's the best bike for different reasons.
That's right,
It's
that's exactly right.
Strengths.
Yeah.
It wouldn't appeal to everybody.
No, I mean it's beautiful, like that is beautiful. We all agree.
It wins the Beauty Award.
It wins the Beauty Award, the 101. I'll give it that award as well. But Cameron lives in Warrandyte, where I used to live.
Yep, born and bred.
Born and bred in Warrandyte. But tell me, what's your quick background? You're racing.
Used to be a motorcycle racer, Australia's most successful racer at the Isle of Man TT, so I guess that's my claim to fame.
That's major.
So yeah, been lucky to spend a lot of my life racing motorcycles for a living, and if not, always riding motorcycles for fun.
There you go. Well, it's been great meeting you, and what a coincidence, small world. Cameron even noticed my art exhibition posters in Warrandyte.
Yep, it's a small world.
He didn't come to the opening, but we'll deal with that later, next time. With Al, all the way from across the ditch.
Across the ditch.
In New Zealand. Now, Al, who do you write for?
I write for Submachine magazine in New Zealand.
Submachine magazine. A lot of my followers are in Australia. I've got a few in NZ. America. Can they
Nice.
go online to find you, or is it
They
just
can
a
go online,
hard
yes.
copy thing?
Yeah, no. Oh, well, the magazine is an actual magazine
Good.
made out of paper and
We
ink,
love that, tactile. I
Tactile, very
like
tactile.
real life magazines.
which
But
they
you've
can-
got a website too, though.
I do. Submachinemagazine.com.
And so if
and-
people want, because you're going to write a review about today, if people want to
I'll
read your
write a
version,
story about
will it be
today,
online
yes.
as well as in the printed thing?
Yeah, probably eventually. Initially, it'll be in the magazine.
Yeah,
but
and then maybe it'll appear online.
magazine comes out in September.
Okay.
Available on the website, and also on Instagram. You can
Good.
follow Submachine
Follow Submachine Magazine.
At Submachine Magazine.
It's going to be, I would imagine if people out there are interested in all these scouts, it's going to be interesting for them to read everybody's version of today,
Yes.
because we all see things so differently. I mean, I've rated everything, you know, from 0 to 6 or 1 to 6,
Yeah.
and it's quite opposite to a lot of other people's ratings as well.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Al.
Chris.
Thank you. Now, Cameron, but do you write for a magazine as well?
Bikesales.com.au website.
The website. So another version you can see. When will your story be up? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
Okay, we're
Probably
not sure.
later than it should be.
Okay, with Mark, just quickly, he's going. You're not staying for the dinner, Mark.
no.
He's off partying with his mate.
Yes,
Mark,
sir.
just tell us who you write for. So,
I write for Just Bikes.
Just
I'm
Bikes.
also a stockbroker. That's my normal job. It's a
Just
magazine.
Bites. Is it
Yeah,
online as well? If people
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
Tell me, what was your favourite out
Oh,
of those
look,
scouts?
the 101 was my favourite.
Is it? See, I was controversial. That was my second last.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yes, yeah,
And
yeah.
I like the ones, because I ride adventure bikes, I
Yes.
like to sit up.
Yes,
So,
and because I found the 101
yeah,
up, but mind you, I only did it on the highway, so I never
Yeah,
gave it a good
yeah,
crack, really.
yeah, so,
But you know, you've got to just make a decision. Well, Mark, it's been great meeting you.
Yeah, you too.
You have a
Lovely.
great night.
And I'm going to look up your YouTube stuff.
Yeah, well, there'll be a video about
Yeah,
all this, and
yeah,
you'll be in
yeah.
it,
Oh, fantastic.
starring Mark. Back in my beautiful room, ready to get ready for tonight's dinner. I've got a couple of hours to get a bit of work done. But I just wanted to thank Indian Motorcycles Australia for the invitation and a fantastic day. Please make a point of looking out for those other people's reviews, because I'm sure they will probably dive a little bit deeper into the technical aspects of the motorbike. You know, for me, it's about an experience and from my perspective. So just please keep that in mind. Don't have a go at me for not including that the carburetor does X or whatever. You guys that know me know that that's not me. Anyways, thanks so much for joining me. Please hit subscribe. It helps a lot if you do. I know where people watch a lot of YouTube now on TV, you don't get that opportunity to go in and hit subscribe and the bell, which is really having a big effect on content creators, because they just watch it on TV and there's a chance to be on a computer. Go to my YouTube page and hit subscribe. Thanks, guys. See you later. So we're having teppanyaki for the final dinner of the night. Craig from New Zealand.